What comes to mind when you see these people? We need to change that. 47 is not playing chess. He's not even playing checkers. Actually, he's just playing with himself, and his supporters are starting to realize it. Now that they are, we have to make a safe space for them. Hear me out. What I've said before still applies. I won't forgive Cult 47, but that doesn't mean I won't partner with them. They have work to do that they're uniquely equipped to handle. It's our job to help them get to work. But Kina, what work are you talking about? These folks need to go J6 on this administration, plain and simple. They need to be chanting, lock him up, while wearing shirts that say drain the swamp, along with red hats that says someone else needs to make America great again, at the same time holding signs that say repeal and replace 47. Okay, all of that is a big ask, but they have to push against this regime. What that looks like, we can only imagine, but we have to help them get there. They live in echo chambers. Sounds of demonizing others reverberate from everywhere: church, work, family. Everything they know reinforces their support for 47. If they were to express any views outside of their bubble, it would be dismissed as lies. So they won't admit their views. Rather, they'll start listening. Maybe they'll say something unexpected, anxiety about losing their business, questioning the tariffs, financial fears. So I went to the profile of one of my former colleagues who is diehard Cult 47. He's showing signs of shifting. He hasn't announced anything. He's damn sure isn't as enthusiastic as he used to be, though. He's posting less of that rah-rah and more billionaires are bad. Will he ever admit that he was deceived? Probably not. Frankly, nobody cares if he does admit it. What we want is for his actions to change. Planes are still falling out of the sky like bricks. This was not a thing only 3 months ago. These people have to shed a whole identity. This is their family, their church, their work. Could you imagine how hard it is to break out of that? They're agreeing with the folks that they said are aligned with Satan. It's going to take courage to leave their community. With that in mind, realize that these people will be as delicate as snowflakes. Let's rethink our strategies for engaging with them. Tell me your ideas on how to go about this in the comments. Apparently, back in 2017, Bernice King, Martin Luther King's daughter, shared some tips on how we should move forward with regards to 47. I say apparently because I can't find the original post, but what I'm about to share is widely regarded as being written by her. Personally, I'm working on making these become automatic for myself. I hope that you'll give it a try as well. First, we don't use his name ever. Remember, he is not doing this all by himself. It's a team effort. Right now, the team is working on normalizing a third term. We can't have that. Let's not allow this regime to continue to normalize the laws that they break. Also, I've noticed in a lot of FAFO content that the folks finding out blame the government for what's happening. This is 47's government. Blame him. Blame the Republicans in lockstep with him. Refer to him and his administration. We have to make sure that these folks know this. Don't argue with those who support him. It doesn't work. I've been doing this for a while now, so no change from me. If you're doing it, stop it now. Believe me, I know just how tempting it is to come back with a snarky reply in the comments of these videos. I've done it here and there just to scratch the itch. It's because I had a lot of training on how to be nicey. It was a survival tactic at Tesla. It has literally become an automatic response for me. That said, if I can ignore those folks, I trust that you can ignore them too. No more arguing. Focus on his policies, not his orange-ness. At first, I thought this one was hard, but then there are so many things that he is doing that are just horrible. Frankly, calling him the Cheeto-in-Chief, the Circus Peanut, the Orange Overlord, the Bronze Bomber, the Tangerine Tornado, the Pumpkin Pissant, the Carrot King, the Golden Goblin, the Tangerine Czar, Diaper Don. Yeah, it gave me a tiny dopamine hit, but it didn't move the needle on anything important. It convinced no one of nothing. Say this instead. I wonder how long things are supposed to be hard for, because I don't know how much more of this I can take. 47's tariffs are probably gonna close a lot of small businesses. I'm scared of getting pulled over for a broken tail light. You can literally get sent to a detention camp because legal procedures don't apply anymore. It's super weird that Doge cut all the people who are supposed to investigate fraud. I thought we were making deals instead of war, so why are we upping the defense budget to $1 trillion? I know that Pastor said 47 is here to protect us, but he just asked for forgiveness for stepping outside of his marriage because the devil was in his ear. What else could the devil have told him? Keep the message positive. The rage needs to be funneled into action. Instead of saying, how could he? Tell us what we can do. I don't want to give 47 anything else, so I choose joy. A positive message for me is talking and saying snarky things, then offering ideas for solutions. What we want to do is figure out ways to say how to do, and to say those things simply, because just talking about the problem doesn't solve a thing. It makes awareness, but at some point we're all aware. They want the country to be angry and fearful because this is the soil from which the darkest policies will grow. Focus on hope over despair. No more hopeless talk. No more helpless talk. This does literally nothing but make you feel bad. If you're giving up, get out of our way and let the rest of us get to work. If you're just venting, be quiet. Figure out a different way to get rid of those negative emotions. Support artists and the arts. By empowering them, we make sure the fight for justice is rooted in humanity's creative spirit. Don't spread fake news. Deja Sade did a really good video on media literacy. I'll link it in the pinned comment. Take care of you. I disappear every few days to keep myself positive. What are you doing for self-care? We need to get rid of the stigma around self-care. It's not a social media trend, it's a necessity. Resist. We have to move beyond symbolic gestures. We must focus on long-term strategies. Right now, power lies in the executive and corporations. We have to move past our outrage and turn our frustration into the change that we want to see. Focus on building deep in real life relationships within community. Together, we can make shifts through collective actions. Look, I get it. FOFO feels good. These folks have been saying facts over feelings while never getting the feel of facts. Before April 5th, I thought we could resist without them. But the piece of those protests proved to me who has to be the face of this. We have to use compassion to build trust. We can still be angry. We can't dogpile on them, though. Rage can be satisfying for a moment, but it will keep us divided. I still struggle to trust them. There's a lot of teaching that we will have to do. Things like empathy, some critical thinking skills, maybe media literacy. Absolutely media literacy. I'll pin this list in the comments. Please copy and paste these and put them on your timelines everywhere. What if you do all this stuff and none of it works? What if you do all of this and it does? Now I'm going to step off my soapbox. YouTube wants you to watch this video here. I don't know what it is, but it's here for you. Okay, bye.